Okay. This should be fine. Yeah. Yeah, we're good. We're good now. Gonna tweet this out real quick. Oh, that's not a link. Why aren't you giving me the link? Excuse me, I would like a live link, please. Whatever, I'll just send a tweet. I'll send a tweet. Behind the scenes look at how much I don't know. And there we go. There we go, there we go. Alright. Now let's get some music going. Whew. So, hello everyone. This is my first ever stream. Oh god, how do I even start this? I did an intro video on YouTube, so you guys should know a bit about me already. Those of you who are watching and listening. I guess I could start with telling you guys my plan for this first stream. Should probably turn that down a bit. Oh jeez. Un momento. Yeah, that's probably better. Alright. So, as you can read in the title for this first stream, I'm basically just going to be going over my notes that I've made so far. I've been studying for a while, but I wanted something else to help me keep consistent with it. So I think streaming or studying will be helpful to that. I don't know if we'll get through all that I have today, since there's a fair amount of... Let's see, how many pages do I have? I have 8 pages, so I guess that isn't so bad. But yeah, I can also show you how I plan to sort of check my work and what I'm studying from. There's this website called Jisho where you can look up different words. You can look up the English word of it and it'll get you the Japanese equivalent. Or if you put in the Romaji, it'll also bring it up. Sometimes you'll get some inconsistencies. Okay. So I put in run and it gave me Hashiru, which is to run. But then it says here I can also look up rune, which gives me different results. So that may be something that will cause some trouble in the future, but it's fine. We can work with it. And I also have a few digital copies of the Genki textbook. I've been using this to study and make notes. That's primarily what I'm using right now. I have done some of this stuff before. I've taken some Japanese college classes, but I think we can all agree that sometimes college doesn't know how to teach stuff correctly, or some schools don't. Basically, they rely more on grades than actual comprehension. So the teachers would... I don't want to get in trouble, but teachers would sometimes make it easier for you to get a good grade. so that you wouldn't fail the class. But as a consequence of that, you would end up not getting proper comprehension. So, while I'm using the Genki book for notes, I'm also using outside sources to try and get a better comprehension. Also, it's good to go back and revisit what you've already learned so that you can sort of confirm the facts. Hello, Tallulah! Hello, hello! Thank you for chatting today. I'm so nervous. Well, the only thing I can do is actually get started. Right. So, first things first, we have the hiragana and the katakana. These are like the basic forms of the language. Later on, when kanji gets introduced, those will be like... Kanji is like a single character that has multiple sounds to it that can mean a certain word or even have multiple meanings. And that would be... Thank you, Tallulah. That would be... Kanji confuses me, but that can be something I worry about in the future. For now, keeping it simple. Alright. So the sounds between the hiragana and the katakana are the same, it's just that they're written differently, and they are used in different ways. Hiragana is typically used for Japanese original stuff. And katakana is used for stuff that is typically not Japanese, like when you write out your name in Japanese, if you are someone who is not Japanese, then you would use some katakana. Let's see. My name is Nozomi, which is a Japanese name, but since I'm not Japanese, I do wonder if I should use katakana instead of hiragana. Maybe that's something I can look up later. Let's go through each of the hiragana and katakana line by line. Ooh. I have this note here about vowel sounds, but they are consistent. They aren't really any long or short sounds like there are in English. So for example, in English, the letter A can be pronounced as A, but also A or even A. But in Japanese, it's only A. If you need to make the A sound, then you would combine E with E for ei. Alright, I keep getting like somewhat distracted with other notes. But let's go through this. A, I, U, E, O, Ka, Ki, Ku, Ke, Ko, Sa, Shi, Su, Se, So, Ta, Chi, Tsu, Te, To, Na, Ni, Nu, Ne, No, Ha, Hi, Hu/Fu, He, Ho, Ma, Mi, Mu, Me, Mo, Ya, Yu, Yo, Ga, Ri, Ru, Re, Ro, Wa, Wo, Now I'm sure you've taken notice of this, but is the only sound in Japanese that doesn't end on a vowel. Look at all these other sounds that you can see in the Japanese language, these basic ones, and they all either are a vowel or end with a vowel. Now we can go over the katakana as well. Has all the same sounds, but they're written differently. A, I, U, E, O, Ka, Ki, Ku, Ke, Ko, Sa, Shi, Su, Se, So, Ta, Chi, Tsu, De, Do, Na, Ni, Nu, Ne, No, Ha, Hi, Hu, He, Ho, Ma, Mi, Mu, Me, Mo, Ya, Yu, Yo, Ra, Ri, Ru, Re, Ro, Wa. I couldn't find wo for katakana, so I guess wo just doesn't have a katakana version. Let's see. Something I want to go over before moving on is that you'll notice that su and tsu sound very similar when spoken out loud, but they are written differently. So this su right here in the S row is the kind of su that you would use when writing sugoi. But this su down here in the T row is the kind of su that you would use when writing tsunami. This su also has a special property that we will go over in a little bit. But something important to note is that in the Japanese language, you can add certain lines and dots to the hiragana and the katakana to change it a little bit, to include other sounds at the beginning. And there's also the use of small characters, which can be added to hiragana and katakana, but also changing the sound that comes afterwards, or adding on to it.